freedom.
It is good to be powered by World Sports Betting. It is goodtimes.co.za. Congratulations to TS Galaxy. In the first half, they played with intent, scored 2 goals, and then they stopped playing. But as Amazulu were trying to make a comeback, scoring a goal, almost getting a penalty as well. It's a debatable one, although that looks like a penalty. Someone else will say it's too close, but Ishayeli Sanders Pumile Ngaphandle. Well done to TS Galaxy then for qualifying for the final. So the final will be TS Galaxy against Stellenbosch. TS Galaxy with the second opportunity since 2019 to win yet another trophy. Stellenbosch to win a trophy for the first time in their history. So decent game of football, really. Both teams scored a goal, although there's a problem obviously with the style of play, the way that they play. At least we got 3 goals. What did you make of the game, sir?
Mr. Keo kunjani mfethu? Ngibulisa wena, ngibulisa Junior, ngibulisa Justice. Ngibulisa nani emakhaya. Ngicela support njalo iDiskiTV. Zobenje njalo ngijike futhi. Yeah, well done to TS Galaxy abomnero. If bangiva kahle abomnero. Ngithi bakhuluma ngesindebele lapha Mr. Sukazi. Mr. Keo, yeah, well done to the 2 teams. At least there were goals, but with the style of play, I have got a lot of questions. Maybe one day I'll get answers. We've got 2 foreign coaches that
a German and a Spanish.
We believe, you know, when you come from Germany, when you come from Spain, you know, you'll come with that philosophy of football from your country. But yeah, the style of play, Mr. Keo, I'm so disappointed. The both coaches, you still remember English football, where they'll go wide, we cross. They'll go wide, they'll cross. But now you ask yourself, good man, but this Spain is we one wingers, you take the men on, and then we see how the logo, but tape in. But yeah. It says a lot in terms of the coaches esinabo, but well done to team ngathi amakapa yamthanda. Yeah, amakapa yamthanda lapana uMr Sukazi ngoba namanje uya finalini, and you'll never know ngawina futhi ne final le ngoba Nedbank angithi bese ngithi yakhe ngoba vele umuntu ohlala afika finalini and win. So yeah, Mr. Keo, you know, referees sometimes, Mr. Keo, it's kuba nzima ukuthi ikhuluma indaba yabo sometimes, because now we're looking at the teams, but there's somebody who will take a decision ukuthi kuzowina abantu at the end of the day, because I believe ukuthi that penalty, it was going to change the complexion of the game. You know, Amazulu getting an equalizer, you'll never know what the game is, but the assistant is just behind Mubara. The referee is not far from the action. And especially the assistant, he was the one who found he's got a clear view. Doesn't even but yeah, well, there's nothing much we can, but at least yeah, semi-final in our goals. That was nice.
Yeah, well, that was nice to see, Mr. So. I just want to say something. If we remember the first goal, Amazulu, which is as they were chasing the game, I do think. I'm thinking about this thing, yabo referee, ne? Yeah. Sometimes, like I said you later, there is an element of offside in that first goal. Yeah. So one way or the other, TS Galaxy can justify well, even if the referee was doing the right decision, no linesman, that penalty, okay, if we give it that penalty, but we take away the goal, it will still be 2-1. Be that as it may, though, I had a problem with the shape of Amazulu. I think that the reason why they considered those goals was because of Mbongeni Kumete, Mopara, Mpatlele were forced to play as 3 centre-backs, but 2 of those centre-backs had to stretch wide to double as centre-back plus full-back, centre-back, so that Rian Hanamo played almost as a winger, Uyo Senai played almost as a winger. They were almost just always going forward. You know, and I think that that's actually the reason why Amazon lost this game, considered those 2 goals so early in the first half.
Mr. Keo, you know, when you play, you trade the back. It means you need to have 2 midfielders that they need to cover that open space. So if you're going to play one game and play with 3, at the back, check out my spaces, lapaya. And if you can remember the first goal at TS Galaxy, it was that through pass between Umubara no Mpatlele, because Umubara was playing more or less, I would say, as a left center back. Yes, and if that's the case, and then what else can you do? There's nothing else, because you've got spaces. When you've got spaces, Kanjalo, and then they'll put those balls in between, and then they're gonna kill you. You know. So first half for me, actually, Teskala was supposed to wrap it up, because they were open, they were there for the taking. You know, to an Amazulu. It's just a matter of time and it tastes by really to get more goals. But they've changed the second half. I think technical team members would know, man, let's go with that 4 at the back. Let's stabilize at the back, because you need to close those holes. Over that point, scored the first goal. He was taking those runs in those spaces, and because it was so difficult for them to cover each other, because they are far. They were far to each other. So those spaces, and that boy in the speedy foot. So it worked for that boy, and well done to TS Galaxy.
All right, there you go. TS Galaxy winning against Amazulu in the semi-final of the Carling Black Label Knockout Tournament. It's a replacement of the Telkom Knockout. Of course, it's the first edition as a replacement. So yeah, there it is. And that was fantastic. At least not a first desert game in terms of not fascinating in terms of the style of play. I don't know what Amazulu were trying to do, always trying to cross the ball, but they're chasing the game, not going through the middle and stuff like that. But fantastic enough that there were 3 goals in this game. And we brought you 2 semi-finals this weekend. We'll bring you the final 2. Whether or not you're interested in these games, sometimes we have to cover them. Whoever makes the semi-finals of the Nedbank Cup or MTN 8 or Telkom Knockout, a major final, we have to cover the semi-finals of it. So in the final, it'll be Stellenbosch and TS Galaxy as well. iDiskiTV, Diski Times, was sports betting. Thank you very much for watching us.